Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Canadian Computer Collector. I, of course, am the Canadian Computer Collector, and with me today is my friend Rory.
Hi.
Rory is an expert in urinating in bathroom sinks. On a more serious note, Rory's actually here because he just put together what I'm going to call one of the more convenient retro gaming rigs that you can put together at home. Super easy with an old Android phone is what we're going to be using, but I'm sure you could do it on an iPhone as well. The plan today, though, is to use a couple things from 8-bit Do or Dough.
8-bit dough.
8-bit, well, I thought it was
8-bit dough.
and then I saw, I think it was Metal Jesus Rocks called it 8-bit Do.
I thought it was like a play on Nintendo.
Oh, that's for sure what it is.
Right.
So it's 8-bit dough then. I'm going 100% with that. I had not thought about that.
Well, you're f***ed up.
So we're going to be using a clip from 8-bit dough and a controller in this case. I also have a clip and a controller. Woohoo! And in this video, we're both going to be using a regular S9. So a Samsung Galaxy S9. Mine is currently filming us right now, but we'll show you that in a second.
So, I mean, this thing comes in, because I had to buy the controller, just on over 90 bucks. So $90,
that's not bad.
90
Okay.
Canadian dollars.
Yeah, and you know what? I already had this one as a gift, and this thing I think cost me about $20 US.
Oh, I
on
lied.
Amazon.
Yeah, no, that's right. So $100, $100.
Yeah.
flat.
So you know what? It's definitely affordable.
If you have an Xbox controller or another, like a PlayStation 4 or 5, I believe, you can do the same thing and potentially not have to buy anything.
So is that a phone that you used as a daily driver at one point?
It was my old daily driver, and that's like the best part about this. Like I did set this up on my everyday right now phone, and then found it to be kind of a hassle to swap. But it's nice to have two. But
Well, I still use mine because, quite frankly, I play Pokemon Go still, and you need to find out the actual IVs of your Pokemon, and I found that it's more convenient on Android than it is on iPhone, so I'm still using my S9.
that's very sad.
You watch a lot of adult content on that thing?
I absolutely do not.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, I think without further ado, we may as well just hop right into this. Okay, no, so getting started, I have everything I need here. So I've got a Samsung S9 phone, and again, you can use probably any Android phone.
Even iOS actually. Not that I've done it, but there is compatibility for it.
Right.
So we got the 8-bit dough mobile clip.
Fresh from the talons of Jeff Bezos. Okay, so putting it on here, I assume we just loosen these?
Yeah, you gotta turn them both opposite directions. It's kind of a weird system. There you go. You're good.
Is that a healthy sound?
Yeah, that's a good sound. That's
Okay.
the sound it's supposed to make.
Oh my
The
god.
clips let you know it's alive.
I'm afraid. Oh, here we go.
There you go.
All right. Not bad.
The phone is heavier than the controller.
Okay.
So, I don't know, if you have like incredibly weak wrists, you may find that you want to angle it upward.
Okay, well that was easy peasy. Now next, obviously we have to install something on the S9.
Yes.
All right, so clearly Pokemon Go is a priority on this phone, but I'm assuming we go to Play Store.
Absolutely.
You can see there's a lot of burn-in on this screen.
That's what you want.
All right, so now we want to look up what? Retro Arch?
Yeah.
Arch?
I'm saying it retro arc. It just sounds, I like it more.
Now, do I want the plus or the regular?
So I went with regular for my install. Plus just has, I think, more emulators, and I found that RetroArch Plus didn't work as well initially. It took more tweaking for me to get it to go. So depending on like what kind of system you're gonna go for, but if you're doing like 8 and 16-bit, and then like a little bit of 32, and maybe some 64, RetroArch, just the base app works perfectly.
Do we need anything else?
Nope. So that's the nice thing about it. Yeah. So RetroArch is a front end, but essentially just like a GUI that organizes all the emulation cores for you.
Yeah.
So you got to give it access to everything, by the way, otherwise it'll not work so well. So now that we've got it on, you're gonna want to go to online updater. Here we go. Core downloader. So you want to go to the online updater and core downloader. I've only done this like on 10 different devices. I can't believe it. There's a huge list of emulation cores here. Essentially, kind of figure out what you want. By holding your finger over it, it'll show you what the entire thing is.
How does the phone handle the 3D engines?
It's actually really good for Nintendo 64. One of the better emulators that I've seen for N64. So there are multiple emulation cores for each system, usually. So what I like to do is just download them all, because if you find that a game isn't working, you can switch it around. And once you're done downloading them, you'll notice this pound sign hashtag show up there. I'll let you know that you've downloaded it. But yeah, all the classics are in there. So I mean, you can, as you get more stuff, you know, DOSBox, all that kind of stuff is on there as well. As you get more stuff, you can just add to it as you need.
Okay, so now that we have looked at the software and had kind of a brief tour of it, we have to put some games on here, and we all know how that works. You simply copy games that you already own onto your hard drive or solid state drive.
Absolutely, Dan. It's
And,
important to bring up the
You must
legality. of it.
manually rip the software onto your machine.
I think the going. I don't know if this is not legal advice. I don't know anything. I don't know what that one's talking about, but I'm pretty sure if you own a physical copy of the game, you're okay. Otherwise, we don't condone any of that. To Google. What are you doing?
I'm reading. Looks like garbage. Looks like plug that one in.
Yep. And then
Plug that one in. We'll unlock it. Pokemon Go.
we're not doing that.
Pokemon Go.
Nope.
All right. God.
It's a durable piece of equipment.
So. I can't stop pooing with my mouth. Now that we've placed content on this phone, we are ready to move on to the next step. So now we are back in action. We are going to reopen RetroArch, which should be right here.
Excellent. So it's already where it needs to be on the import content. So that's on the center menu here. Import content, scan directory, and then we're gonna have to find it in. We're gonna find it.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. We found
All
it.
right. Okay, it looks like our scan is complete.
Excellent. So
So what happens next?
now all we have to do is go back to the center menu and scroll down, and there we have Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then Nintendo, and then Nintendo 65. We're gonna go into one just for the fun of it. What do you wanna see here, Dan? Oh yeah, and it populates the box art. Funny note about the box art: the only way for it to store it is to store it in your phone as it's like as a file in your gallery. So now you have like 700 pictures.
Oh, good.
But I don't know. That's kind of nice.
At least it's not my daily phone. We have 7 games.
Yeah, I don't own as many Nintendo 65 games as you, Dan.
So do we go run for Super Mario?
Yeah, so if you want to pick up Super Mario, tap run. It's gonna try to make you have an association as far as like the emulation core. So you pick the core and you hit run again.
Oh, you hit it again.
Hit it one more time.
Oh, look at that. Would you look at it?
There you go.
Would you just?
So now all we have to do is pair the 8-bit controller
Right.
to the phone.
You know what? This thing is driving me nuts. Let's do it. Let's take it off.
Oh, you're peeling that garbage thing off?
I had this on here to protect the screen when I used it for years, and it's just filthy.
You don't need it. Look at that brand new phone. Connections.
And Bluetooth on. All right, Pro Controller. That's
Yeah,
probably
try
it.
that. It's not working.
Oh, now
Oh,
it
there
is.
we go. Okay.
Sick.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, this is a different default key setup. You gotta tweak your thing.
It's probably running on Switch mode.
Yeah, it could.
Okay.
It could be that. That's literally just a matter of remapping. Remap the buttons, then. What the hell is this? You can do a lot of things. You can tweak the aspect ratio. There's every emulator kind of has its own set of options. So like certain ones do certain things. You can have it set to being like core controlled and change it per core.
Mhm.
But you can also get it so that this overlay it doesn't show up when you have a controller connected.
Actually, it looks really good.
It does. Like Mupin, I believe that's what this one's called.
Pupin?
64.
Pupin?
Whatever. The emulator is really good.
Okay, so we slap that in there, slide that in here, and we are,
You're gaming.
although we've increased the speed apparently.
I don't know what you did there.
Mario is moving very fast right now.
It's kind of fun. That's your volume.
It's a little loud for the speaker, which is in bad
And it
shape.
only sounds crackly because you got it fast forwarded. Maybe in the
Yeah,
L
he's
button.
blowing that speaker up. Oh, nice. So how does the online work then?
Yeah, I mean I haven't done it yet, but there are net session options, so we could try doing that and see what it's like.
Yeah, let's try that out. All right, so here we go. Entering password. Dan.
Netplay disconnect. Okay, so that's not working. Let me try.
Enter password.
There we go.
Hey!
Okay.
And what did you do?
So when I made the Netplay host, there's an option to use a relay server. So to get this working here, with both of us on Dan's Wi-Fi, we had to enable this use relay server forwarding the connection to New York City. New York.
The Big Apple!
The Big Apple. So once I enabled that, everything worked really well.
Yeah.
Always Toad.
I'm gonna go with Yoshi. Don't forget to lock in your choice. You friggin' loser. Oh man, I can't tell you how many hours I played this game back on my old SNES. I was worried I wouldn't remember what accelerate is.
I always have that fear whenever I pick up old games that I have the muscle memory for, but not the memory. I'm getting worse, actually.
DK's knocking coins out of me though. Now I'm dominating. Friggin' dominating. Friggin' dominating. Let's be perfectly honest, this is extremely smooth online multiplayer for a game that never had it. We tried doing online N64 games using, I can't remember which emulator it was, but there's an old video and I will link it in the description. And that was some extremely laggy online play.
Man, this is $100 and an old phone. If you don't
Yeah.
already, like, if you already had most of
If you
these
have
things,
a Bluetooth controller, you don't even need the controller. I mean, you
Don't,
can probably find a clip for it.
don't overlook it, is all I'm saying. The last part about this is that it doesn't have to be a portable system. I mean, you can just hook the phone up to a TV or
Oh,
wherever
okay.
you're at. I mean, for me, the whole reason behind wanting something like this was for working out of town, being in motels and stuff, where you might not have access to whatever, but you have a TV.
Okay, so that basically takes us to the, let me just double check. Well, and you know what, with everyone using Raspberries to make retro gaming machines, yes, you can do that, and it's a cool way to do it.
Absolutely. This is not. It's apples and oranges though, right?
But
It's
this is
not-
so easy. Like, if you had a young kid who you're trying to get into retro gaming, this is an awesome way to help them do that. And to be perfectly honest, they can play mobile games like Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever they want here with this exact same setup. Anyway, that's it for this week on Canadian Computer Collector. Thank you so much to Rory for stopping by with this fun look at retro gaming and getting me set up on the exact same rig that he's got, so I know I'm going to be playing this before bed. While I got you here, we may as well thank the patrons. Actually, we have a couple folks to thank here. Last week, I didn't realize it, but Rudy's Retro Intel had joined the patron list.
Rudy!
We didn't know, so we didn't add it to the thing. It's because I hadn't checked the email in a while, and
You're
you know,
a real piece of garbage.
that's the long and
That's
short of it.
brutal, Rudy.
All right, so in the meantime, I want to also give a special shout out to Wayno from Oz for throwing a donation on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you, Wayno.
Thank
I was
you.
worried you had left this world because we hadn't heard from you in a while.
Not dead.
It's good to know that the heartbeat is still strong in
Nice.
Australia. And also Larry C, thank you for bumping up your contribution to $5 a month. That was totally unnecessary, but much appreciated. Anyway, so without further ado, the full list of patrons. Thank you very much to Andy, David G, Larry C, Justin M, Ron's Computer Vids, Jason S, Adam M, Groupride, Dave's Vintage Apple Tech, Trina C, Garth B, Mac84, Ethan P, Ron R, and Rudy's Retro Intel. So that is
Rudy.
the fullest. Just like the movie Rudy, right?
Exactly like that with
Yeah.
football and everything.
And just as much heart. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you made it this far. Thank you so much. If you don't like what you see and you made it this far, hey, that's on you, man. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're cleaning up or vacuuming.
Problem.
Yeah, what is your problem? Hey, that's a good question. What's your problem? This
You
is
know what art
you
is,
get.
all right?
Just stop watching. You don't have to watch. Stop watching. We have fun. That's about it, as they all want to hear us say.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to have Rory back for another video in the future.
So bring it up in the comments. No, don't
Don't bring it up.
don't bring it up in the comments.